I was maybe 10, 12 years old. We lived in northern Vermont at the time, and my father was just flipping through the channels to look for something to watch on our TV at the time. I lived in the middle of nowhere, talking on top of a snowy mountain that barely saw any not snow weather. 2 hours maybe in the morning to get to school via bus, and it was the weekend. Again, my father was flipping through the channels and trying to find something to watch, and he liked cartoons. So much so, too, that when he stopped channel surfing, he was looking at this scene of an old man, a woman with blue hair, and this kid with a tail um, sitting on the beach talking about trading something or other for a peek at the woman in blue hair's panties that she was wearing under her shirt. Only when she agreed and finally lifted her shirt up, it was revealed that she was not wearing any panties. And that was the first time that I had ever seen a full-blown buttocks, bare and all, on screen, was when Bulma had revealed herself to Roshi and Goku on the beach, and Goku was just so confused. And I had to share my confusion at the time because I didn't see the big deal. I was like 10. I don't freaking know the difference. And that was also the very first time that I had seen the art style of Akira Toriyama. He has passed away as of March 1st, 2024, and he has had such a big impact on the world of anime, of the world of video games. And he had a rather big impact on me as well. As a teenager, I watched Dragon Ball Z. I never watched Dragon Ball itself. I only saw it like tangentially afterwards, like here and there and through the video games. But as much as I enjoyed Dragon Ball with my friends, specifically with my friends at the time, his art style also drew me to playing Dragon Warrior 3, or Dragon Quest 3 for the Game Boy Color. Now, everyone had Dragon Warrior 1 for the Nintendo, because Dragon Warrior 1 was pretty much packaged or given away for the Nintendo, and it was, it was a game that everyone had. I never beat it. I never beat it as a kid. I only beat it for the Game Boy Color on my most recent road trip from Vermont to California back in like 2014 or so. And in kind of a memoriam, I want to play through Dragon Warriors 1, 2, and 3. Because Breath of Fire 3 is my favorite game of all time. Dragon Warrior, or Dragon Quest, rather, has been the most influential comparatively, which is kind of sad to say. I love the ever-loving crap out of Breath of Fire 3, but it did not have, it didn't have the spanning world, I guess, of Dragon Warrior 3. I had a freaking magazine poster on my wall of Akira Toriyama's Dragon Quest 3 since, early 2000s into the mid 2000s when we finally moved out of that little mountain shack. Well, I say shack, but anyways. Point is, we're playing Dragon Quest, or Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest. I'm going to say Dragon Quest 1. Gotta love that music. Now, again, I've only relatively recently anyways, god damn it. That's gonna screw with me. I've only relatively recently beaten Dragon Quest 1 and 2, for that matter. And there is a SNES version, but finding a version of it that makes sense is kind of hard. Because there was a fan translation, but the fan translation is several versions in, So trying to find the particular game or the translation of it that is full and more accurate to the American version is daunting. And I'm going to be playing with the Prima guide, for better or for worse, in order to get through this relatively sane. I'm going to go with 4. Aw, man, that art style of Akira's is just... Welcome. In the distant past, the gods gave Loto the light orb. With it, he drove away the monsters that lay siege to the land. Patriarchal Lord, evil incarnate, emerged from nowhere and sealed the sacred orb in darkness. Without it, darkness will swallow the world. Extinction will soon befall us. Brave Darius, we implore you to defeat Dragon Lord and recover the light orb. Take what you find in the chests. They should help your quest. Speak to those in my chamber. They will give you worldly advice. Let us meet again, brave Dar. Aw, boy. So, again, this is the Game Boy Color, and I got checked something. Sorry, I had to fix my controls a little bit. Anyways. Okay. Cool. So, B goes into here. This is our everything, pretty much. And it's strangely enough, B is both going into the menu and cancel, so that's fun. We can go into our info and we can see information about me. I have 15 HP, no MP, and no equipment. So, this is one of the very starting RPGs. It is inspired by Dungeons & Dragons, Wizardry, and, what was it, Ultima. And it kind of shows a whole lot of the place, but it's still very basic, very, yes, it exists. But it is still so freaking impactful because the original NES version was relatively, brains making new. That said, it is still simple. Strength, basically the damage that you deal. Agility, how fast you are in combat. And guard, your defense. Your attack is your strength plus the stat of your weapon. And defense is your guard plus the stat of your armor. We get spells, which we'll get into when we get them. We get items when we can. And equipment. We have nothing and nothing and nothing. Good start. And we can talk to everyone. Dar, do you know the Lady Laura? Nope. Laura is King's only child. After the Queen's passing, she has been the King's source of support. It has been half a year since she was abducted by foul monsters. Though the King makes no mention of it, I can begin to imagine the torment he must be feeling. Darius, I beg you to rescue Lady Laura. And we shall. When you leave the castle, you will see a town. Buy some weapons and armor there. If you are wounded in battle, return to a town and stay at an inn. If you checked all the chests, you should have found a key. It can be used only once. When you open the door with it, your journey will begin. Where's the key? Yeah, this is the one thing that's always bothered me about Dragon Warrior /1 quest thing. Darius, open the chest, 120 gold. Open the chest. What's this? The torch. And finally, what's this? The key. So keys are a one-time use thing, and annoyingly, the throne room is locked with a key. Why is it so annoying? Well, down here and just a little bit over here, you can see another door. You know what's beyond this door? A freaking treasury. It's fine, we'll find other keys, I'm sure. He says, twitching his eye. If you want to take a rest, you should get the king to record your progress in the journal. If you record your progress in the journal, you can resume your quest from where you last recorded. So pretty much So the way that this game works too is that every single time that you die, you do not die. You instead are returned here to the castle, and half of your money is removed. So if you're trying to save up, don't die. Into the vase. What's this? The herb? Nothing was found. Nothing was found. Oh, Lady Laura, snivel. So in the SNES version, all of these areas are already revealed. When the Dragon of Darkness opens its wings, a descendant of Loto shall become the light that pierces the darkness. May the gods bring light to Dar, the legendary warrior. That's me. What's up here? Hello. You should take some torches if you are going into caves. Darkness reigns in caves. There will be more monsters than outside. Tantagel used to be a peaceful land where people came from all over. Monsters have ruined it all. Yeah, damn those monsters. So one of the bigger differences too is how much larger of a game the SNES version is compared to, well, this version. It's a lot more compressed, and it does feel a little bit more small. Hard to describe. You should fight monsters to gain experience. You should soon become a more powerful warrior. I'm a traveling merchant. Many of my friends have been killed by monsters. When I think about that, it fills me with rage and sadness. Wonder if that guy's Tornico. Just saying. You need a key to open the door. A key breaks once you use it. That's the sadness. Oh, they moved the kid out. Did they move those two out here? Oh my god, they did. I want to be with my girl forever like this. Are monsters going to trample my feelings for her? Dang it. Yeah, I don't think those barrels have anything. When I'm with him, I forget all the terrible things, like the darkness creeping over the world. But that's an illusion. If the world comes to an end, so too will our love. He says so. I mean, live and love while you can, people. Locked. Mind you, any singular time that you could open a door... Dang it. Anytime that you open a door, that door is permanently opened. So, don't have to worry about it. More than the once. Oh, there's a moat. There's a moat over here too. There's a moat over here too. Actually, unless... Nope. Ah, this music. It's simple, but it tells a bit of a tale. Hopefully. Welcome to the town of Tantagel. Alright, so down here we have our inn. Talk to that lady, she'll allow us to rest. This lady is the storage. We can put stuff in there, including money, which I don't think exists. We could do so. In the OG, that is the warp ring. Warp ring? Warp wing. When you leave town, watch for the bridges. The more you cross, the farther you go, you will be faced with more and more dangerous monsters. That is a really ridiculously good tip. And... Nope, can't check bookcases. Kit, beware of poison bugs. Entering one new or weak could cost you your life. Oh boy, poison bugs. They do not... I don't think they cause the status of poison, but every step that you take in the poisonous bogs, which will be important, you do take damage. I swear the Dark Souls took inspiration. Hello, come in and chat at the counter. And here we have a weapon and armor shop. Now, honestly, I want to save up for a copper sword. I really want to save up for a copper sword. But, sadly, defense is kind of king at the moment, so we'll go with a leather armor. Yes. You paid for it, so equipped it. I think oh, no, I'm a bit of a dumb like that. Want to equip that bamboo stick right now? Sure. God. Come out of there with a bamboo stick and a leather shirt. Let's see what's under here. Checked underfoot. Nothing was found. I really should open up the PDF to the walkthrough that I was actually talking about, shouldn't I? Dang it. Even that door is locked with a magic key. The harp of the legendary bard Garen was buried with him. I don't know why you would tell me this information randomly. I study curse lifting spells. If you're ever cursed, come here. I'll be able to help you. I do like not being cursed. I'm a traveling merchant. I just came from Garenham. Garenham is far north from here. When you reach the sea, travel west. It's extremely dangerous, though. Monsters attacked me countless times on my way here. Seems like a miracle that I made it alive. You're Loto's descendant? You have any proof of this? No. If you really bear Loto's blood, you should have the Loto seal as proof of it. I mean, that's just probably him telling me otherwise. 1 second, folks. Sorry about that. Alright. One other here. Did you know? Nope. Rumor has it, you can buy keys in some town. That is good to know, actually. Information. Oh, right. No, I'm not Lady Laura, but aren't you a handsome fellow? I'll tag along. Damn, I'm gonna be going on an adventure soon. Welcome, please, sir. Come inside. Welcome to my item shop. So here we can buy herbs, torches, dragon scales, which are temporary buff to your defense. And that's about it. Hello, sir. To the south of Tantagil Castle, there is a castle across the sea. It is said to be dragon lords. I'm terrified. Little shaky animation. Man, this game was always so simple, but I've always flippin' loved just playing through it at any time whatsoever. Give me a moment, folks. Anyway, sorry about that. I was peeking through the manual, not the manual, the guide to see where the hell I had to go next. Or rather, if there was anything secret on the ground that I could collect, which there is currently none. But we do have a warp wing, which will allow us to warp back to Tantagil Castle at any time. I think our inventory is limited, but it is not limited to only the 5. So, what is the big difference between the Game Boy Advance, or Game Boy Color, and the Game Boy, not Game Boy, NES and SNES versions? Well, mostly the graphics, but the Nintendo version was also very, 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 very grindy. Yay! How grindy? Well, it's not gonna really show right now how not grindy this game is in comparison. But to give it a good aspect, the Happy Video Game Nerd, or what he is currently known as Stop Skeletons from Fighting, he did a quick little test to see how fast he could get through a portion of the game quicker. And for the purposes of that test and playthrough, he, I think, went for like an hour, and within the first 9-ish minutes, he already had stuff for fighting at significantly higher levels. And I believe that is because the amount of experience that they require of you to level up is far, far, far less than that of the NES version. And that's not necessarily what it is that made it so as it was unappealing to me, far from it. Gotta remember, I'm the idiot who plays 7th Saga for fun. But, I believe in this game's case, it was mostly the— oh god, I'm getting punched! No, I'm not. It was mostly the lack of true feeling of direction when it came to the original for the Nintendo. Which, you know, I was a dumb kid. Still am kind of dumb. But I digress. Hey, 3 damage. Maybe that bamboo stick wasn't bad for a investment. Sure, if I want that sword, the proper weapon, I'm gonna have to grind for quite some time. But again, we're talking about me. I'm used to it. Ah, God. I honestly can't wait to get to Dragon Quest 3. That was such a good one. Oh no, red slime. Oh, but a critical hit. Dang it. Has only 1 more HP. Or 1 more, experience. Gotta say though, this feels like a hell of a streak. And again, gotta remember, this is for the Game Boy Color. This is relatively... There we go. Promoted to level 2. HP by 6, MP none. Strength by 2, guard by 0, agility by 0. Kind of a shit level, honestly. Ah, well. Now, I believe... Yeah. Game doesn't heal us when we've gone up a level. We only just get more HP. Red slime appears. Now, I believe I didn't break down the rest of this. We have fight, which we just attack. We have cast, which allows us to go into our magic and select our magic. Item, pretty self-explanatory. Some items can be used. And flee, which is just running the hell away. Oh, 5 damage. Good start, good start. More red slimes, please. Yes. 4 damage. Now once we get strong enough, monsters will start running away from us, which is bad, because we want that experience points. But honestly, I'm not sure if that's a strength thing or just a natural monster AI thing. Regardless. So in this version, we can carry up to 6 herbs. And we'll be able to purchase magic keys when we figure out where the hell to do so. But again, that's going to cost us money. That's I'll probably just carry a buttload of keys at any time. Just cause. Kinda need them for everything, so. Gonna stay close to this. Actually, wait. Oh no! I'm an idiot. I think the dragon scale is an equipable, not a, just a one-time use thing. And you might be asking yourself, hey Dar, are you really going to have us sit through waiting for you to fight through all these monsters or level ups? Well, yes, I am. So if you're not here for a long time, you're not here for the good time. Sorry, just enjoying the music as well. Dun, 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 dun. God, I'm still just remembering that poster. I freaking loved that poster. I think at one point I had even snuck into the school's computer lab to try to get it laminated, but I didn't know how to use the laminator. If I could, well, I say if I could, I can. If freaking printing programs would just freaking work for me, I would just print out that poster once more. Because goddamn, it's such a good poster. It's basically iconic of how the hell I see most fantasy settings nowadays. Such a good poster. Oh yeah, Akira Toriyama. His art style is just so damn good, so damn iconic. You don't see it much in the early Dragon Quest games, because again, most of what you see is just the monsters, and everything else is the world, and the world of Dragon Quest is presented as thus. You can't really see the character's face and whatnot. In fact, us in the States, we didn't get the cool-ass Akira Toriyama box art. We got awesome box art, mind you, but it was not Akira Toriyama. Like, the warrior still looked like how he did from Akira Toriyama's depiction, but it was, you know, like fighting this Western dragon that looked like a Western dragon, not an Akira Toriyama dragon. Fight me, red slime. Wonder if there's an experience chart in this too. What's in a name? Bonk. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. God. I wish I had this goddamn manual as a kid. I'm pretty sure I had the one for 3, but I don't think I had the one for 1 and 2. Well, I had to have had the 1 and 2 to have a reason to have this one. 4 damage. Da 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 da. Ba ba. But yeah, man, as a kid, Akira Toriyama just kind of popped up everywhere. Like Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior. God, the Dragon Quest monster games are still my jam. I had the Game Boy Color, Terry's Wonderland, whatever it was called. But honestly, I was more... The DS ones were my shtick. They were my jam. And God, I poured so many hours into those games, I'll tell you. Ooh. 2 HP. Ah, we finally learned a spell. Heal. Which we don't have the EMP for because we just leveled up. Might as well go and get that healed so that we can try the heal. In fact, we might as well go off and go on our first quest, which was to get the Loto Seal. Now, where's the Loto Seal, you might ask? Locations. I think it's just over here and up in the middle of a patch of forest. Take this, slime! God, I love this music. It's so good. Ah, slime's unaware. Punch it! Or slap it with a stick, I guess. Ah, there it is. This is a cave, if you couldn't tell, because of how dark it is, so we have to use the torch. God, you gotta think, when I was a kid, this shit would have probably scared me. This is a relatively easy cave, though. Even if the music that changes is creepy as balls. I don't think there's any monsters in here, though. And yes, I am using a map to get through this place. What of it? I know it's simple, but there's moments, man. Oh, this is new. Darius read the stone tablet. My name is Loto. To my descendants, to reach the demonic island that can be seen from Tantagel, 3 magic implements were needed. I used them to cross the sea and defeat the Lord of the Demons. I will entrust the 3 mystic items with 3 sages. Their descendants will guard them. When evil returns to that island, collect the items and fight them. 3 sages are waiting. It is your duty to go, my progeny. Now, we didn't necessarily need to go into here, but it's good to tell you what it is that you're supposed to be doing. 3 sages, 3 items. Go find them. that's a good way to just kind of go, hey, there's your goal. And this is very much one of those games that you have to kind of pay attention to everyone if you don't know what it is that you're supposed to be doing next. Because otherwise, you're just going to be hopelessly, terribly lost, like I eventually ended up doing in Dragon Quest III. You know, I know I've said several times that Dragon Quest III might be my favorite, but again, I've never beaten it, sadly. Oh crap, spooky. Which is more or less just a ghost. These guys can survive more than one 2-hit blow. But they give good experience. Double that of a red slime. Speaking of the devil. 2 experience. 2 experience here, 2 experience there. Some HP, whatnot. It'll all add up. I was kind of hoping for another encounter before we hit back here, but I suppose now is a good time to save. I'm not going to call an episode yet. I kind of want to head up to the next town first and save there. I'll save there. Go there. Ba-da-da-da-da. Good to see you. To reach the next level, 14 experience points are needed. Where should it be recorded? Yes. Going on without rest? Yes. And yeah, if you say no, he'll just go... I believe this was a thing for the NES version because of that whole, oh, you've saved, you're good to turn off the game now thing, which, yeah. It's all well and good. So, we were told by that guard that if we head north, then we can start heading... Draki! Oh, pray you lived. Nice. But yeah, we were told by that guard that we head north until we hit the ocean, and then we can head west, I believe he said? 14 more experience, that's all we need. 9 more now, I believe. There's the sea. I was very much not looking at the screen. Shush. Now again, monsters do get more powerful, but that's only once we've crossed a bridge. So we're not that worried about taking an L. 5 more experience points and I should be good in the hood. Oh no. And yes, you can miss. And I think that's also depicted by your speed. How often you're gonna miss. I could be wrong though. Come here, Spooky. You're gonna be my last push to a level up. Yes! 6 HP and MP. Ooh, fireball. Ah, look at this place. Nice and peaceful, ain't it? $6 for a stay at the inn. That hurts a little bit. Hello, welcome to Garenham, the town of folklore. I buy and sell weapons and armor. Oh no, you have the iron axe. Oh boy. Things that make me go, well, I'm gonna be a hero for a while. An iron axe worth 560. Now, considering that it took us roughly 30 minutes, well, maybe less because I was doing a long intro thing, to get to where we are for our goal now, probably shouldn't be that bad now that we've got, the spookies and the drakis to kill. I sing for you, sir. Sure. Thank you. I'm practicing in hopes of becoming like the legendary bard Garen. A long time ago, the bard Garen ended his long journey here and founded this town. The town is named after him. Would never have figured. Garenham. Hello, sir? What do you have in your shop? Herbs, E-scale. And I want to pick that up. Because again, I believe that's an accessory. Could be wrong. Equipped. 1 bamboo, 1 leather. Ah. Use, toss, dang it. Might have been a little bit of a waste. Oh well. Not much to this town, seeing as that door is locked. And the only other thing here is the inn. Oh, the inn did have stairs though, so. Hello, sir? You came from Touchdown? That was a cave with the way, yeah? That's where they put up a memorial for Loto, the legendary hero. I saw it. The monster flew off with the princess to the east. Is there someone who'd save her? Yes. Me. Pardon? There is someone? Please go word to him. The princess was taken east. We have our goal. Save the princess to the east. Let's see, pretty sure I've already exhausted everything I can do here. Whoa! Red slime. I wonder how far I can actually get on my current armor and weapons. I'm curious about this terrible decision. Excuse me. But again, because we are in the higher areas of the level, we're going to be constantly facing off against the jockeys and whatnots. Now, we did receive news that when we cross the bridge, monsters are going to be getting stronger. And that is true, but there are also situations where they just are stronger in certain areas. Like that bridge right there. Another jockey. Maybe I shouldn't wait until the being able to afford a axe in order to move on. How far? Oh, yeah, that's the poisonous swamp. Poisonous swamp. Before Miyazaki ever invented the ow, 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 ow. Again, gotta keep a lookout on that HP, otherwise you're all the way back in Tentacle Castle. You know, like, I'm sorry, King, I died. But at the moment, we're good for 3 heals, so ain't too shabby. And for the record, yes, we could have just used the bridge. I felt the need to demonstrate. Yep. 1 bridge. Demonstration. Totally why. Actually, was there a point north of here? I think there was. So, I'm only going to be playing, for the sake of this memoriam, I suppose, through Dragon Quests 1, 2, and 3. But 4, 5, and 6, as well as 7, I believe, had received DS remasters, and they are freaking gorgeous. And all the monsters actually received a massive upgrade in that they not only look much more closely to the art style, but also because they have animation to them as well. Which is, God, it looks so good. Am I actually trying to get through to this place? Let's see. How strong is... Well, that's a red slime. Ignore the red slime. Let's see how strong they are on the other side of this bridge. How much stronger are you? Gotta remember, every time that we die, back from the castle, just as spooky. One of the other reasons why I really wanted to play the Game Boy Color version of this is because the original... oh boy. The original and... oh, Magidraki. Let's try out Fireball. Fireball! 18 damage. Woo! 12 experience and 20 gold. Worth. But yeah, one of the other reasons why I really wanted to cover the Game Boy Color version of this was because the old NES version and some versions of the SNES translation are actually... they go ye olde with these, thous, thys, hasts, and whatnot. And it's not terrible, it's just, it's a lot harder to read. Especially when you're not usually one to be all ye speak. Okay, so at this point, I can pretty much just back and forth a little bit. Face off against some Magidraki. How much more MP do I have? 6. I'm good for 3 more, and then I have to walk all the way back for healing. Kind of hoping that I get a good chunk of money and experience before I have to go back. Ah, regular jockey. Don't you dare hit. Level 5. Woo! Good increase in my attack. If I recall correctly, all of the stat increases you get as you level up are random. So you might end up being just a super tanky boy that does very little damage, or a really fast dude that also does very little damage. Or maybe you do all the damage and barely take a hit. Or barely can take a hit, rather. Veritable glass cannon. 243. Was that enough for a suit of iron armor? No, I think the iron armor was like 800? Girl. Sorry, I'm enjoying the fact that I can roast those suckers in but one go. Now I'm gonna be saddened on the way back if I end up finding... You're a scorpion. Can I take you out with a fireball? Yes. 16 with 25 gold. Hell yeah, brother. God, you guys don't know how excited I am to actually be playing this. I've really been wanting to play Dragon Quest for the channel. It's just that a whole lot of the time, Dragon Quest can seem daunting. Because, you know, it's loved by so many people. And if it's not because of, you know, because it's Dragon Quest, because it's a classic, it's because the art style. And it's iconic, you know? It's, I don't know, it's kind of just hard to pin down why I like it so much. Beyond just, you know, it's grindy and it's iconic to me. Smack the spooky. How much money am I sitting on right now? 300. Damn. I can grind a little bit longer. Hello, sir. I would like to see what you have for weapons and armor. Okay. Iron Shield was what I was seeing for 800. This sucker is exactly 300. Oh, tempting. If I get the copper sword, though, that would reduce the amount of times I'll need to come back. I think I'll just rest for now. Go back to the grind. And again, you do not save when you rest. You save only when you go talk to the king. That's one of the reasons for the warp ring in the first place. Warp ring. Warp wing. I don't know why I can't say warp wing. Mind you, chainmail is not terrible. In fact, there are not that many weapons and armor in the game, and most of the weapons that you find are out and about in the wild. It's just, you gotta find them. Oh no, Spooky did 3 damage. As good as your strength and your guard are going to be, they are not going to contend with the better equipment. Sadly. Because otherwise I could see me... Actually, I wonder if there's been any players that have played this and done what is essentially would be a naked run. You know? Going around the game doing nothing but, you know, punching things naked. I know that's basically impossible in some of the later Dragon Quest games. But the later Dragon Quest games also have stuff like more skills, more spells, and all that fun stuff. So, ideally, on the other side of this bridge down here, we will want to encounter scorpions. And we only have enough for 7 casts, so if any of those times those scorpions don't die, I'm gonna cry. Because, last I recall, they hit like a freaking tank. Da-da-da. Ooh, magician though. That could have sucked. Fireball. Fireball. 8 experience points. Dang it. I don't think those guys are as strong as I thought they were. I mean, they're still stronger because I'm still only wielding a bamboo stick, but still. By the way, anyone else as a kid, like, playing RPGs on the big screen? And sometimes when you go to cast a spell like Lightning Bolt, Fireball, you extend your hand like you're actually casting this spell. This game is bringing me right back to doing that myself. I will not lie. 8 more experience points. Need scorpions. Give me scorpions, they give me the most money. And magic drakes work. Fireball. Let's see, 540 for the axe, 300 for the chainmail, 800 for the shield. That would be a lot of grinding. But I do believe that you can simply alleviate yourself of some of that by actually exploring deserts. Deserts? Dungeons, that's the word. There's just something so simple about this game, though. Simple but lovely. Now we can't get some of the same equipment. Hello, Skelly Scorpion. Goodbye, Scorpion. Yes. More HP, more strength. Basically, no guard. I'm gonna end up being that glass cannon that I was just talking about, wasn't I? Now, I can go to later areas, and again, because of how quick-ish this game actually is, like, most of the extension of the game itself is simply via, you know, grinding. Which, again, I don't mind. I like the grind. 439. I should see whether or not I can take out anything. Specifically the magician, barehanded, without magic. I'm a little afraid of doing so with the magic Drakey. Scorpion, I'm 100% fireballing. Yeah. And then running back because I am out of magic. Oh, okay. The swamp area is actually the shortcut. Well, seeing as all that we're facing along the way is Dracky, slimes, and red slimes, I think we can take a little bit of damage. And your occasional spooky. I don't have an experience chart for leveling up and whatnot, but at the least, I'll know that we're pretty good for a while. I'm more concerned about money than I am about the actual weapons and armor we'll be finding. God, to think too, I'd only recently got Dragon Quest's Heroes? The Hacky Slashy one. Not but a couple of months ago. I've never played that one. I've been wanting to so much. Mostly because I wanted to play as the hero from the 8th game. Was he in that one? No, that was Jessica. Jessica was in that one. Oh, a little bit more and I can get myself an axe. Now again, best weapon in these games, sadly, are not an axe. As much as I would absolutely freaking love that. No, the best weapon in these games is typically a sword. And even the sword of this game is freaking iconic, I believe, at this point. I'm not sure it's ever seen a... I know it's seen a actual physical thing that you can buy. But like plastic, like a prop. Of course. I'm pretty sure someone out there has gone to themselves, screw that, I'm gonna make myself the actual legendary weapon from Dragon Quest. Which, yeah, no, I kinda want that too. Oh, God. I can't... Just love this game. That's all I got. That's all I got. I love this series. No, okay. Before I had said that Dragon Quest VIII was the only Dragon Quest game I had beaten. That was false. Dragon Quest IX. Sentinels of the Starry Sky, I believe it was called. Was it 9? Yeah, it was 9. Because 7 was one that was on PlayStation, but we never saw it here in the States. Not for cheap anyways, good lord. Hello, Magician. I have to test something. Punch! Punch! Okay, doesn't have that much health to him. I can simply punch him in the face a couple of times. Oh, okay, to that extent, I could also punch the ever-loving crap out of the, scorpion and whatnot, too. Oh, okay, there's our next goal. We gotta get into that cave, I believe. But I want to do so when I get myself a fancy new weapon. Punch! Oh, that's right. He casts spells too. We're now at a point, though, that 8 damage is next to nothing. It's a old brush off the old shoulder. Give him a good slap across the face. Okay, maybe I should heal a little bit though. Wonder how much I have. 580. You know what? I'm gonna extend this video a little bit longer than my usual hour. I want to expend my MP. Oh, right. Rapidly pressing A does not increase the encounter rate. If anything, it makes it shorter. Alright, we can now cast Fireball 8 times. But I think I'm going to save at least one casting of Heal. Because I'm not 100% certain how much Heal heals for. I'll save the Fireball for the jockey. Jockey. Punch. Yeah. Punch me back for 2. How cute. We'll go ahead and use heal now. Yeah. 6 castings. I'm kind of curious how much Fireball, or how much pension in the face the scorpions can take at this point. Let's see, 6 castings. Okay. I was gonna say, if they were all the scorpions, then I'd be probably pretty set. But they're not gonna be all the scorpions. I'm gonna take some damage, but I want to see what it is like in this cave, and whether or not I have to buy a torch. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Gotta buy a torch. 3, 4, 5. Magic jockey! Suck fire damage, bitch! And another magic jockey. God, the day that fire spell stops doing as much damage as I want it to do, then I'm gonna start punching stuff instead, I guess. The naming conventions of some of these spells is a little weird from what I remember. Like, the original NES version's names of the spells were... I think we're like... Oh, 6 damage. We're like hurt more? Hurt more? Hurt most or something like that? Alright, one last match jockey. And then it's back to town. Hopefully nothing stabs me for only a little bit of damage. Oh yeah, record your quest in the field log. We can do that. Oh. How did I do that? Start. Quest recorded, have a good rest. And it just boots us back because, you know, it's a temp save. But I'm going to go ahead and take that as a note and go ahead and call an episode here. When we return, we're going to go back into town, get ourselves a new, brand-spanking new weapon, and resume our quest in trying to save the princess. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this experience as much as I know I am going to. If you guys are looking forward to more of this, consider dropping a like, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff helps out the channel and lets you know whenever I upload a new video. And, of course, if you want to support the channel in a financial fashion, I have a bevy of links down in the description below. Every little bit helps, keeps a roof over my head, food on my belly, and goes to upgrading my PC when I can put aside a little bit of money for that. Thank you everyone so very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.